Howdy folks, welcome to the first part of a new series I'm calling Keep It Simple Spoon. Today, I'll teach you how to build a fighter plane from scrap to takeoff in Foxhole. It's typically best in any complex production in Foxhole to work backwards from the thing you want to create. You can also refer to the Foxhole wiki to plan out your build. The frame of the fighter is produced at a large assembly pad with an aircraft assembly upgrade. It also requires one small engine and 5 small mechanical parts that are built at an aircraft maintenance factory, a separate facility. The recipe for a single frame is 40 processed construction materials, also known as pecans, 100 assembly material 1s, also known as AM1s, 100 assembly material 4s, AM4s, and 2 rare alloys. First, let's take a look at how to make a pecan. Pecans are made at a metalworks factory. There are multiple types of recipes, but this facility is currently making them with a recycler upgrade. The recycler pecan recipe requires 15 construction materials, 1 metal beam, and 10 liters of heavy oil. Construction materials and metal beams are made from salvage in a materials factory with an assembly bay upgrade. Heavy oil is produced at oil fields and is a much longer and different video. Just know that in general, the Foxhole community expects anyone who builds on an oil field to provide fuel to the public because a single field produces much more than any single facility could reasonably use. Now, let's take a look at those assembly material 1s or AM1s. AM1s are produced at a materials factory with a forge upgrade. They require salvage and coke. We get coke from coal, so most coal fields will have coke furnaces to get what we need. Next, assembly material 4s or AM4s are produced at a metalworks factory with a blast furnace upgrade. This upgrade also produces the rare alloys we'll need and the AM3s that you'll use for your 5 small parts. AM4s require 1 pecan and heavy oil. Rare alloys are created from rare metals, pecans, and coke. Rare metals are a unique and rare drop found while collecting scrap. The scrap field only drops 1 technological material per respawn, so if you get copper, aluminum, or iron, continue scooping the field until the field resets, and hope for rares the next time. Once you've gathered your materials, transport them to the large assembly pad and press print. The recipe will take 4 hours, and it's only locked to you for 30 minutes after it completes before anyone else can take it. Don't forget to set an alarm. While you're waiting for your plane to cook, there's still one step we need to do before your plane is flight ready. We will have to make the engine and the mechanical parts, which is done at the aircraft maintenance factory. One small mechanical part requires 35 pecans, 25 AM3s. The AM3s are made in the blast furnace using construction materials and sulfur. You will need 5 parts to fly. However, it is beneficial to make more just in case you need to replace parts after a sortie. One small engine requires 95 pecans and 25 AM4s. It is possible to recover your aircraft even after an engine loss, so make extra of these 2 if you can. Repairing damaged parts and engines can be done at an aircraft maintenance factory for 1 pecan and 1 AM3 for parts, and 1 pecan and 1 AM4 for engines. A pilot uniform is built at an infantry kit factory with a special issue firearms assembly upgrade. It costs 1 crate of officer uniforms and 1 rare materials. 1 rare material is smelted from 1 rare metal in a blast furnace. An officer uniform is made at the same facility with 110 construction materials. Fighter planes use boxes of 20mm munitions, which can be made at an ammo facility and cost 4 construction materials. Now, your frame is printed, your parts are complete, and you've moved them all to an airfield. Let's really quick cover the easiest way to put together your aircraft. Most airfields will have a crane parked in front of the aircraft depot and adjacent to a material transfer station. Get your pilot uniform on and get in the crane. Access the depot, retrieve 1 small engine, 5 parts, and put them in the MTS. While still in the crane, retrieve the airframe, but be sure it's not in its crated form. Exit the screen, access the MTS, and right-click on the engine and parts and click Retrieve to whatever the name of your plane is. You can also do this part with a truck with a trailer. You're all done. Now just fuel up with some heavy oil, arm yourself with some 20mm, and take to the skies. Best of luck, pilot, and see you in the air. Need a wingman? Join the RAF and fly with us as a member, or just join our Discord and get allied pilot roles to request RAF air support for your operations, or to participate in our public flight school with our veteran certified flight instructors. After a long war with an extensive bombing campaign on the Warden's side, we have returned to the colonial side for War 134. However, if you are watching this at a later date, it is best to confirm with us before picking a side if you wish to join. I will post a link to our Discord below and on the screen.